Here we are, back once again, like renegade masters and mistresses. We're here, and happy Science Week to you all. Who the devil are you?
I don't know. Who am I? Who am I?
It says Ruth down there.
It
Give
says
us a
That's
bio,
okay.
Ruth.
It says my
Introduce yourself to all the lovely people who are with us, who might be leaving a comment so that we can give shout outs.
Hi, my name's Ruth. My to-do list is nothing, and I'm here today to help Dom with some iPad-y side of things. I'm very excited.
Yeah, exactly. So Ruth is the hostess with the mostess, and she is also the iPad queen. So if you're using an iPad today, all eyes on Ruth.
Yep.
So welcome everyone. My name's Dom. I'm from Adobe, and we're going to be going through things for British Science Week, or just Science Week. You can call it whatever you like. Let's just call it Science Week. And what are we going to do today? Well, let's have a look. See. Right, let me just share this. Hey, Year 5 for Penalag School are here. Yes.
Hey, we got a comment.
Yes, they are. Happy about that. Very happy about that. Do put yourself in a comment. Put yourself in a comment. Just write a comment. That's fine.
Give yourself a shout out. Shout out to your school.
Give yourself a shout out. That's what we're all about. Sure. And it is great to have you here, Ruth. What is the beverage that you're sampling there?
I think I tried to put it in a fancy glass. There's a little RTDT.
Oh,
it's just Diet Coke. I'm not very excited.
There you go. Right. So let's have a look. Let me get on screen with this little wonder here. Hopefully you've got this page. Hopefully you've got it open on your device, whatever it is. If you haven't, no big deal. If you can't access it, no big deal. But there are a couple of ways you can do things. Hey, we've got a pen. It's a Penalag face-off here, Year 4 and Year 5. I wonder who is going to produce the best digital media. I imagine it's probably going to be Year 4. Maybe, yeah, probably Year 4.
I'll go Year 5. I'll side Year 5.
I like a bit of competition. So if you haven't got this page, there are a couple of ways that you can access it. First one is by the short link, bit.ly/Science Express. There's a lot of S's in there.
And a lot of E's. Yeah, there is a lot of E's.
Yeah, a lot of E's and a lot of S's.
And E's.
Not everyone can access short links. Depends on your school IT setup. So what can they do with that QR code on the screen, Ruth, of iPad Queen fame?
I have my iPad this time. So you can take your device, whatever device you're using, open your camera, and then if you hover it up and sort of see it, the wee link will appear above, and you just tap on it and it'll take you. It's called a QR code, and they are
hover it up.
Amazing.
Hover it up like that.
You know, you got to do some magic. That's not science.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, science is magic, isn't it? That's what we're all about today. And that's what you are going to create today, some media magic using some of your best science facts, or you can just borrow mine and Ruth's, because we've come up with some of our favorite facts around water, actually, because we thought that'd be quite a popular topic. So what are we going to do today? We're going to do graphic design. That's going to be challenge number 1. Design an infographic to blow people's minds. That's the first one that we're going to do. Another shout out here. Bryn Pennant in Moston are here too. 5 and 6. There you go. They didn't want to be outdone by Penalag School, who brought 4 and 5, and they brought 5 and 6.
Yep.
And so that's the first one. And then the second one is we're going to create a little video to show off those very same facts, but in a different style. So the first one's going to be graphic design, creating, could say a poster, could say an infographic, any of those things. And the second one is going to be a voiceover video. So you have to use your best voice to show off your science facts. Right. What do we need to say before we get going? Well, the first thing to say is I'll be showing how to do things on like a Chromebook, desktop, laptop, and Ruth will be showing how to do it on an iPad. Now, you can get very good advice from both of us, even if you're not using the device that we're using. Sometimes things are done slightly differently on the iPad, slightly differently on a Chromebook or a laptop, whatever. But, watch both of us, because we'll both have good tips on different ways in which you can tackle this one. Also, we are going to crack on straight away with designing things. do try and, do it alongside us, but we will be going at a decent pace. So don't worry if you're not keeping up, because you will have time to, carry on with your own work. And once we've done the demos, you'll have 6 or 7 minutes to finish off, add some tweaks, add some text, align things, all of those kind of things. So don't worry about the time too much. And if you get to the end of that section where we've given you time to finish your work and you still need a bit of time, and everyone in your class needs a bit of time, what should they do, Ruth?
You can pause us in real life and we'll freeze at home. No, we won't. You'll just pause the video.
Yeah, just pause the video. There you go. Great advice. Just pause the video. And also, if you think that I'm getting a little bit too much and you just want to stop me talking, just press the mute. That's what Ruth does. And then I'm like, Ruth, can you actually hear me? And then she's like, oh, no, I had you on mute.
He always asks me a question and I'm like, left.
There you go. Ruth's revealing their secrets. Yeah. So yeah, if you do need to at any point, you can just, especially when we're giving you time to do your own work, if we might be showing different things on the screen during that time. If you just want to mute us and get on with your work, that's absolutely fine. And if you want to pause us, that's absolutely fine too. But I wouldn't pause us during the session where you're completing your own work, because then you won't know when we've restarted again. So there we go. And then the other thing is, if you complete these 2 challenges today, you will be entitled to, over to Ruth,
swag.
And swag means stuff we
all get.
Stuff we all get. Free things that are going to get sent by the Royal Mail from my house to your school. Lots of cool things with Adobe things on them, and they look great. So go for that. Get your 2 challenges done. There's no, you don't have to do it in the allotted time now. As long as you get them done at some point, then that is absolutely great. And if you are a digital leader and you go on to teach other people in your school how to do certain things with Adobe Express, how to use it, blah, blah, blah. Even if you teach the teachers, why not? Then you get, what do they get, Ruth?
They get some, what is it? Very important person swag?
Very important person swag. VIP swag. MVP swag.
Yep.
So yeah, do that. And I will be sending a link out to your teachers to get that MVP swag and the normal swag as well at the end of this session. So do poke and prod them as many times as you need them and need to in order to get your swag. Right. Enough of this nonsense. Ruth, we're going to get on with challenge 1, graphic design. How about you start us off by just showing people on an iPad very quickly how to get started using the app, and then I will kick us off.
No problem. I can do that if you swap me over. So this is my iPad. I'm on the same screen that we had. So for today, for the graphic design one, we're going to be using the Adobe Express app. Later on, we're going to be using the Spark Video app that's shown here. It just looks a wee bit different. Don't worry about that. It does the same sort of thing. So we're going to open the Adobe Express app. Thankfully, I'm logged in. I wasn't logged in.
She wasn't logged in before. Naughty.
Yeah, just before we went live, I realized I wasn't logged in. So you're going to log in with your Adobe account. When you do on the iPad, this is the screen you're going to see. You're going to have all these little options along the top. You can go to home. You can go to My Projects. That's where you're going to see everything. There's my dog. You're going to see every sort of project that you've been working on and things like that. But today we are going to be we're just creating an A4 document, right?
Yeah, that'll do.
So on the iPads, we're going to hit plus, and we're going to, I prefer to go to solid color, but that's just me. I like to start this off with solid color. So I'm going to tap solid color. And I'm going to choose white just to give me a plain old background to kind of get started. Then I'm going to hit next. Now, this is only on the iPads. On the browser, Dom's going to show you it's a wee bit different, the order of things. So I'm going to hit next. And then in here, I can choose the size that I want it to be. So because this is going to be a poster, are you going A4 or are we going A3?
A4.
A4. Okay, so you're going to scroll across, find print. And you're going to tap on A4 and you're going to see it auto adjusts at the top. And then I can hit done and I'm ready to go in a project. So it's a wee bit different
to rock and roll.
Yeah.
Great. Well done. Right. By the way, I think I forgot to say, if you have got this page open the words. The words a little bit. And if you little button, little dock. If you need a short link for it, I have got it on a banner somewhere. There we go. bit.ly/ni waterfacts. But you can just make up your facts, so that's absolutely fine. But basically, that takes you through to this page. You've got loads of people in there requesting access. You don't need to request access. Just use it and copy and paste. If you want to make a copy, you can just go File, make a copy there. You don't need to request access. Right. So we've got waterfacts. So if you're on a Chromebook, laptop, desktop, you would go to the plus, and then I'm going to go to custom size graphic. Kind of similar to the way Ruth does it, I suppose.
It is similar, actually, yeah.
Yeah, and then you go to print, and then I'm going to select A4. We only choose A4 because it's easy to print. You know, it doesn't really matter what size, especially if you're not planning on printing it out. It's fine. I'm going to go to A4 and then click next. And actually, by default, Ruth has to select her color, but by default, mine is a white background. Anyway, right. So first things first, I'm going to get my title up here, Waterfacts. I'm just copying it because I'm lazy. And then I'll put that in as my project name. It's always good to rename your projects. You do it at the end with the iPad. Is that right, Ruth?
That's right, yeah.
Do it at the end with the iPad. Okay, cool. And so I've just put that in my project name because then it's easy to find it later on when you're looking through your projects. Now, I'm going to put a cool photo in. So start off by saying, right, what kind of keywords might we look for here that we could, or things that we could think about using in order to have a really good image background for our poster. Now, talking about water, we're talking about ice and glasses. Iceberg, that would be a good one. Right off the top of my head, I thought of iceberg. So let's go here. Put iceberg into my free photos, all safe for educational use, which is great. And you've got all sorts of things in here. Absolutely all sorts. I'm going to go for this one. Now, it puts it in there. And you're thinking, well, you know, just in the middle of the page. Small. Yeah, pretty small. Doesn't look so good. Now here, once you've got it selected, on the right-hand side, you've got your kind of, this is where you do all the amazing things to your images. These are all your options. But one of them is this little add to background tool. Nice. And then once it's in there, you can just like move it around to find like the best position that you think it would be. That's quite a good one, actually. Quite like that. Yeah, maybe I'll try that. So now that I've got that, I'm just going to do one more thing. I'm going to put my title in, and then I'm going to hand it back over to the iPad Queen. And I'm selecting text on the left-hand side here because remember I copied Waterfacts. So I selected text on the left-hand side. And then you have got these kind of templates, text templates, but don't want to use them. I'm going to go to add my text. And you see on the right-hand side, this box comes up here. And then I'm going to paste in Waterfacts. You can see it immediately brings it in there. This is going to be my title at the top. I'm going to stretch it out. I'm going to make it bigger just by grabbing the corners and just dragging it out so it's all on one line. And you see that little pink dot? What does that mean, Ruth?
Oh, that's our beautiful align tool. That's my favorite thing. Make sure it's perfectly centered.
Yes, otherwise I will not sleep at night.
No.
And then you can go through and explore like font recommendations and stuff like that. You can just explore all sorts of stuff here. You can just keep on pressing show more, show more, show more. Do I have one that I like? Ooh, that's pretty cool. Like that one a lot. Yeah, I do like that one a lot. It's chunky, like a Kit Kat chunky, one of my favorites. And then I'm going to stick it up there. Right, there we go. I'm there. Ruth, can you get us there? That is your mission.
Yes, I can, very much. So again, ours is a wee bit different on the iPad, but not too different. It's more just menus are hidden. So I'm going to go to add at the bottom. So DOM stuff's all on the right on the desktop and Chromebooks, and our menus are all at the bottom. So I'm going to hit add. Instead of choosing photos, I'm just going to go straight into Adobe Stock. That just takes me to that search. It'll only give me those. If you have your own photographs on your iPad, that's where photos would be. I mean, if I hit photos, it's going to say, where do you want them from? And I'm just going to click
they might have an iceberg in the playground they could use.
just floating about. Yeah.
It has been cold.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. We don't actually have snow here. It's very sunny. So
Yeah,
I'm going to
it
go
is.
to stock. I'm also going to search iceberg if it lets me.
You've got to choose a different one though. Don't be a copycat.
Oh, I am. Don't you worry.
Okay.
I had a look. I was going to choose this iceberg lettuce. So I'm just going to take things.
No.
I'm going to pick this
I knew this was a mistake.
Yeah, for sure. So whenever on the iPad, whenever you click on it, it doesn't automatically add it in. It's like selecting, so it allows you to pick a couple if you want. You can see this now has a tick. So if I go up to the top, there's add one has appeared. So if I click on tap on, sorry, I keep saying click, add one. This is actually going to bring me this option, which I don't think you have either.
No.
So it allows me to pin to background, means it's going to add it to the background. If you have multiple photos, it's going to make a collage, is what it's called, or move freely. So I'm actually going to do pin to background because I want it to be my whole background photograph. So when I click on that,
nice photo.
That is a really cool photo. It was like this
Zooks.
on my screen. Wow. Okay.
Wow.
I think I was thinking about doing this gap, but I quite like it just being the whole screen. So I'm going to position mine here. And then I've got a lovely space at the top for my title. So I know, right? So on the iPad, I'm going to hit done on the bottom right. And then I can go to add text. And then I'm just going to type it in because I didn't copy it like you did.
Well, that's only 2 words, isn't it? That's okay.
I know, it's only 2 words. It's worse if I have to like type in a paragraph. So I'm going to do water facts. I'm going to hit done. And there's mine. Auto font. Bleh. I don't like that. Now, you guys, I'm not saying that there's anything right or wrong with this. I'm doing the exact same thing as Dom. I'm just making it a bit bigger. Like this.
If you don't align that, we're not friends anymore.
So I'm just going to leave it like here, like just throw it to the side. I know. So guys, don't forget, on the iPad, as you move it around, you're going to see these little pink lines. Well, I'm going to align it so that Dom doesn't just put me out of the live stream straight away. So then I'm going to go, there's the recommendations down there. I wasn't sure if actually the iPad has it. It's just taking me a bit to load. I'm just going to go into font and I'm going to pick my own because
that's another good way of doing it, isn't it?
I'm a curious person. Okay, I kind of feel bad. I'm going to go to recommended facts. Ooh. So you can kind of play around with it. A lot of these ones are hard to read. That's the thing with the font. You want it to look cool, but you want it to be able that, a stranger, somebody who doesn't know, actually knows what the word is.
That's true.
I'm not great whenever it's like, fancy joint up writing. Like I get confused between R's and S's weirdly. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like cursive, that's the word when it's cursive. So I'm just going to pick this Harman font and color. I'm going to choose white so that it really stands out.
Nice.
And I think that's me happy with my
cool
water fact poster at the start.
Very nice. Okay, right. So hopefully you're still with us. And let's go on to, let's grab heavy collaborator use. Blimey, there's hundreds of you in here.
That's so good.
I know, amazing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my first fact. Almost all Earth's water is in the ocean. So I'm going to grab that and just copy it. Right. Now, I just go to text again, add my text. Okay, it'll put that placeholder text. It will also give you the same font that you used on the last one. Now, I don't want that, but that's fine. I'm going to put that in there first. And then I'm going to stretch it so it all goes onto one line. It's pretty small. Not so keen on this so far. Not doing a great job. Right. One thing I am doing a good job of is aligning it to the left-hand side. You see that little green dotted? You can just about make that out, the green dotted line. So the pink dotted line is always central or
edge. It's edge or center, isn't it?
Yeah. So the green ones are always aligning it with things that are on the screen. So it's aligning it with the edge of the W on water facts. The pink ones that go either center or horizontally or vertically, that's the middle of the document. Okay, that's how it works. Right. Now, what I can do is I can go to like my fonts here and choose like a different one. And I think I'm going to make it as readable as possible, but also keeping a little bit of style in there.
Ooh, I like that one.
Yeah, that one's pretty cool, isn't it? So I'm going to stretch out the box. It's all on the same. Now, the only thing about this is it's not that readable, is it? So there are a couple of things I can do here. The first one is I could select that text and I could put a little outline on it. Like I could, this give me a yellow outline, which is about as useful as a chocolate teapot, isn't it? But if I bring it down, if I bring my little color thing right down to the bottom left, you can see it there. Just bring it down to the bottom left. That will give me a little black outline, and then I'll reduce the size of the outline just to like something small. And then we'll see what that's like. Now, you can zoom in on this. You could fill it. Ooh, look at that. So that's looking kind of clear. I'm sort of happy with that. Yeah. I might increase my outline a bit. Yeah, that makes it a bit better. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the fonts. We're all good. Now I'm going to fit it back on the screen. Fit. Right, great. Now, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this text box here. Now, you can have a go at this on the iPad and then see how Ruth does it. She'll give you some tips, so it might be good for you to start getting your text in there anyway. Yep. And now I'm going to put text, add text again. And the reason why you take your time with this one, whoa, that's a whopping fact.
And it says whopping as well.
I know. What on earth?
That is huge.
Right. Okay. Now I've just resized it, and then I'm going to bring it down. Now this is center. This is aligning to like it's center aligning all the text. I want it to be left aligned because I want to make sure that everything lines up on the left-hand side. Right. Now that's in there, I can still play around with the text and make it a bit bigger. There we go. I'll get it on 3 lines. Why not? I'll get it on 3 lines. Now, what I'm going to do with this is move it up slightly, keep it aligned. There we go. So that's my first kind of fact. It's got the title of the fact, and then it's got the actual detail of the fact itself. 96.5% of water on Earth is in our oceans, blah, blah, blah. Lots of different facts in there. Now, I'm going to take the outline off this because if I take the outline off, I can put a shape on it. And I click this little toggle for the shape here. Now, again, it's giving me this yellow one. Stop giving me yellow. Blimey. And then I think it's giving me a current palette, and it's going to pick out a sort of dark green. That's looking good. That's looking good to me. And then what else can I do? I can change the shape so that rather than it being putting a shape behind each of the lines, you can see this one here. I'm actually going to make it do like a rounded box around the whole thing. Nice. That's what I was wanting to do. And then I'm also going to reduce the opacity of that box so that you can still see that beautiful photo through the image there. Now, let me just fill on screen again and just talk you through exactly what I did there. So I've got my box here. Oh, let me make the text bright white by bringing my, you see your circle here? This is changing the color of the text all the time. If I bring it right up to the top left, it's perfectly white. If it's down by the bottom left, it's perfectly black. And what I've got here is I've got a shape on it. I've used this rounded circle, or a squircle as it's known.
I like that word.
That's
I've
true.
never heard that. I know I'm not laughing.
It's an actual mathematical fact.
Squircle? It's a good word.
It is a good one, isn't it?
I'm going to start using that.
And I've got a squircle on it because I thought that would make it look better. And then I've reduced the opacity of the box. I mean, you can play around, maybe 50%. And hopefully, I mean, you could also go in and open up your fonts and, choose a different one that might be a bit more readable than that. You work it out yourselves. But I'm kind of happy with that. Let me go back to fit. And there is my first fact and fact box. And it's over to Ruth to do her first fact and fact box.
Well, you see, I have added in my title.
Oh, hang on a minute.
I've added in my box only because it's the exact same way we added our title. So
Gotcha.
we go to add text and then I just pasted it in. So I've chosen a nice chunky font, one that is my personal favorite, just because it's nice and easy to read. That's the only reason. But I haven't done any of the other stuff that you had done, playing around with it. I've only got some white text in, and I'm already seeing an issue because my background is really lovely. It's a really good photograph, but it's a bit busy. Yours is a bit cleaner. I have quite a lot of my icebergs looking quite like there's a lot of colors kind of going on.
Yeah, a lot of textures.
Yeah, so texture, that's a great word. That's exactly the word. See, I can't get Squircle out of my head because all I'm thinking of is Squirtle from Pokemon. Yep. So if I click on my background, I'm going to do something that probably Dom's going to show you later, but that's fine. So I'm actually going to go to my enhance, and I'm going to bring my brightness of my image down a touch. Because as you can see, as I'm doing that, it makes the blues a lot darker. And
the text is already easier to read.
Much easier to read. Like, so if I go back up, that's what it was originally. So I'm going to bring my brightness down a wee bit, and I might actually bring my shadows down a touch. That just makes the darks really dark. And I'm much happier with that because you can still see it. I actually think it looks really dramatic now.
Yeah, it does. Moody.
Sure. Yeah, I know, really moody. So I'm going to stick with my waterfax. I'm very tempted to change the color of that. I'm going to use this little eyedropper. Not eyedropper, dropper.
Yeah,
I call it an eyedropper.
Eyedropper, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm going to try and pick like a lighter. No, I'm not going to do that because that's awful.
Too similar, maybe.
It's far too similar. So I'm going to just choose, go up higher maybe, and I just wanted like a more fitting in with the colors. It's still quite dark. I'll figure that out. I'll probably make that slightly lighter. But anyway, so I'm going to do exactly the same as Dom has done, just to show you on the iPad because it is slightly different. It's not super different. It's just harder to find those menus that he did. So I've got my title in and I've got my fact. The first thing I have to do so that Dom doesn't shout at me is that I have to align it to the left.
Yes, you do.
All nicely aligned. So to do alignment, if I tap on my text, you're going to get all of these menus and you're going to see align. So if I click on that, tap on that, I can go to left, and then it all rearranges itself and makes it a lot easier. And also because it's left aligned, I now have this blue line comes up. Do you remember the blue one lines objects to each other? It didn't come up before for some reason. So I'm going to make this text. Oh, it's so annoying me that of rain.
Get it onto 3. Get it onto 3. You can do it.
I know. It's so small. Hold on. Right there.
There you go.
It's a little bit fiddlier on the iPad.
Yeah.
So I do it like this because I don't actually have the full all 4 corners anymore.
That's true.
So that actually is a bit small, I'll be honest. But you'll figure that out. I'm just going to go to size actually, and I might just size my text up a bit. I'll figure that out. Anyway, so I have my text box. It's really, really tiny. To zoom on the iPad, you need to be really careful. Obviously with Zoom, you have to pinch with your fingers. You pinch them like open to zoom. If I have a text box selected, the problem is going to be that if I zoom, it's just going to make my text box much bigger. So before you zoom in, you're going to have to tap to make, like on the outside, sort of over, where's my little mouse? There it is. Over here or something, so nothing selected. Then I can zoom in.
Oh, yeah.
And now I can edit it. So just, you need to be careful with that whenever you're using the iPad, because I've done that and zoomed and why is it not zooming? And my text is like 500 font. Then I'm going to do the same. I'm going to put the box on. Sorry, Dom, I'm taking a wee bit. So we're going to go to effects. And in here, I can add a shape. So I'm going to tap on shape. And in here, I've got it and I've turned it on. I know it's my accent. And so I've got my shape on, although it's done the exact same thing as it did with Dom. It's chosen this like contrast color, yellow.
It does actually kind of work.
It does work. It doesn't work with white text. So I'm going to tap on this the little slider button that's just edit. So if I tap on that, you can see I now have the same sort of menu. See, everything looks the same. It's just hidden in different places. So I'm going to pick what was it, Squircle?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah,
and I'm going
nice.
to change my color. You can see because I've chosen a very similar color scheme, it's recommending a very similar color. So I do quite like that.
Yeah.
I'm tempted by the darker one, but I'm going to go the lighter one, and I'm going to hit done. And then I don't know if I can make that myself.
You can, I think. You have to go to done. Go to done again.
And then opacity, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you go to opacity now, there's a shape opacity and a text opacity. So if I move the shape one down, it's only going to make
very nice. Look at that.
That's what I wasn't too sure of. See, we're always learning. I wasn't sure because sometimes when you put a transparency on a text box, it makes the text go lighter, which is useless. That's not what I want. So that looks pretty good.
Yes,
actually.
very good.
I'm just going to play around with my text, but that's us. The iPad lot are all caught up in exactly the same place.
Great stuff. Right, so we've all got our image in the background. I did a Ruth Davidson here, and I went into I'll turn it off. You see, trying to make the text a little bit more readable and things like that. You can go to your filters when you've got your image selected. Go to your filters, and then you can look. And I use the darken filter, and I just cycle through until I just got the first sort of grade of that. But there's also the multiply one can work quite nicely actually. So just have a little play with that. Maybe I'll go back to the darken. There we go. But if your text is already readable, don't even bother. Right. Next thing. Right. Now you might be thinking, wow, that took quite a long time to get that title and text box in. But actually, it's very worth doing because now all you need to do is grab your second title. You see, I just grabbed that most fresh water is in ice. I've copied that. And then I'm going to select my first title here. And then over here, it says duplicate. This is so simple. And then it makes it the same as the one above, which is nice for consistency. And then all I have to do is paste in my text. Done.
So good.
Same with this box here. Duplicate it. Take it down, get it in the right place. There we go. And then go to my second fact. Just 3.5% of Earth's water is fresh. 68% of Earth's fresh water is locked up in ice and glaciers, which is a good one because we're doing icebergs. And then copy that text, highlight all of that text. Paste. Perfect. It's done a cracking job there. And again, I mean, you can actually be really sneaky here. And you could click off the image here, drag on. I'm not sure. You could select multiple on the iPad, couldn't you?
You can, yeah. I'll show that.
Yeah, and so you could select all of those things. I'll show you how to do that again. So just click and hold off the canvas and then drag on. Select those 4 things. That's 2 titles and 2 text boxes. And then if you duplicate again, then you can pull that down there. It won't give you the opportunity to align. So just align it, sort of just eyeball it to make sure that it's okay. And then you click off. And then this is easy peasy. A lot can live in 1 drop of water. Fish, eggs, baby crabs, plankton, even small worms. Could you believe that? And then, so that's going to be my third one. There we go. And then I'll get my third piece of text. And again, if you are using an iPad, just start having a go.
Yep.
You'll get Ruth to show you all of those things. Now that has changed the alignment of this one ever so slightly. So there we go. So you do have to keep your eye on that. Otherwise, I will have sleepless nights. So once you've just got hold of one thing, you can, just check the alignment's all good. That one's good. And then the last one, this one, I think is going to cause us a little bit of a problem, but we'll be able to sort it out because we are digital leaders.
That's true.
And then highlight that one, paste it in. Oh no, it's done quite a good job. And there you go. Align it to the left. Oh, this is interesting. So there are two alignment lines. One is, do you want it to hit the side of the text, or do you want all the boxes to hit the side of each other? And I want all the boxes to hit the side of each other. And there you go. I'm done. And I'm going to pass it over to Ruth. This bit's just all about duplicating things.
It is. It's repetition. So I've got my backdrop. I'm going to select my title the same way that Dom did. When I tap on my title, if I go to edit, I can see duplicate at the bottom. So I'm going to tap on duplicate. It gets a wee bit fiddly on the iPad moving things around, and Dom's done it as well. But I'm going to use this little arrows to move my text, just because sometimes if I tap on it, I miss and I might be trying to drag the wrong thing. So I'm going to tap on that. Then I'm going to duplicate my other text before I start copying in. I see this is where the alignment annoys me. So I'm going to tap and hold because it's trying to auto align it. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to tap off. I'm going to zoom in.
Yeah.
The alignment isn't as tricky when you're zoomed in. So that's another wee tip on the iPads. It doesn't try to snap things as much. Yeah. You've got more control.
It's the same on the desktop as well. If you want to do really sort of perfect alignment, do zoom in, and the zoom in menu is right at the top.
I think I'm just constantly in a state of zooming, unzooming. To edit your text, you just double tap, and I'm going to paste in. And it's already aligned it nicely. That's great. I don't need to change that alignment. I might have the same issue with my paragraph. So I'm going to double tap on my paragraph text, go to paste. No. Oh, wait. Yes,
nice.
It has.
Yeah, just slightly. Isn't it?
Just slightly. And I also have the same thing.
Yeah, there's two alignments. So you might, you could zoom in even further, I guess.
I could. And then the only thing I wanted to show you on the iPads, just that's a wee bit different again, as Dom said, is the select multiple. So I can't just tap and, click and drag as such. So I'm going to tap on my first title, and down at the bottom, if you're in edit, you're going to see select multiple down here, which is going to open, it's kind of opens like a little mini menu thing. So you've got this like blue bar at the bottom. So my top title is selected. I'm going to tap on the paragraph. I'm going to tap on my second title and my second paragraph. And you can now see that 4 things are selected. Yeah. So I can just hit next. I could have just hit all, but I think it would have selected the title as well.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm going to hit next. So all of these are now selected. So which means that when I duplicate them, it's going to duplicate everything. And it just saves me so much time. Now, the only thing is I don't think multiple select allows I'm going to just undo that. Multiple select, I don't think allows for alignment. So I'm going to do this manually, but you guys are way better at this than I am because you don't have to worry about everyone seeing what you're doing. Whereas I do. So I'm going to move these manually and then do exactly the same as what Dom did. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to change the text to be the new content.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. You might need a little bit of time to do that. If you do, that's fine. You can pause us or you can mute us while you're doing that, because I'm just going to show. I mean, because that poster as it is now, let me just grab it back. That poster as it is now, is a really good poster. That's great. Yeah. So now we're just going to do some, sort of fun bits to spice it up a bit. Yeah. So let me show you one thing, like Ruth was just doing with select and then select multiple. So the way we did it before was we clicked on the canvas off the image, and then as long as your box is hitting all of these things, then everything becomes selected. And then because I am terrible with alignment, I do want it all to align to the bottom and the sides equally.
Hey, I'm with you there. Don't worry. Yeah, I'm exactly the same. I don't know if it's normal, but that's exactly the way I am.
And I'm also realizing if I fill, you can see that my alignment's off as well. It's off. Oh gosh. Right. So what I'm going to do is start bringing this. There we go. That's better. And this one, you might not really care about things like this. And if you do, you'll probably have a much nicer life than me. So there you go. So they're all nicely aligned now. I'm happy with that. Now, what can we do? We can do things like, let's search for a polar bear. Okay, this is just nice and fun. Okay. Ooh, that's a good polar bear. This one here, liking that. Love this polar bear, but obviously it's got a background on it, so just remove the background. And then, perfect. Click done, top right. You got a polar bear, and then I'm also going to flip him, or her, could be her. Flip it, and then I'm going to pop her on. I'm going to pop her on a piece of ice.
So cool.
There you go. Nice. I like that. And then also maybe it's a polar bear mom looking for her baby. So let me grab this one and put it there. Let's resize it. Little baby in the distance. And maybe that's too big down there. And then remove background. And then, yeah, there we go. This is fun. And then I might select that, and actually don't forget that my background image has got a filter on it. It's got the first level of darkness on the filter. So I'm going to select my little baby polar bear here. I'm going to go to filters, come on. And then I'll put the first level of darkness on that one, just so it blends in a little bit more. That looks great. Really happy with that. Ruth, are you ready to show us some magic?
Yeah, I'm just getting a little polar bear, but I can start from the beginning.
Nice.
So I went for one stand up. I realized my iceberg is so far away that this polar bear is going to look like Godzilla size, but it's totally fine.
Exactly.
I know. So I'll start again here. So I've got everything aligned the way I want it, which is great. I'm going to go to add Adobe stock. And I'm going to search. I was tempted to do an orca, in the water.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But I don't know how the remove background is. So we've got a whole bunch of different bears. I'm going to choose this one. This was one I like, the one standing on its hind legs. And I'm going to hit add one. And then this time I'm going to choose move freely because I don't want it to go into the collage. So I'm going to tap on move freely. That just allows me to basically, it's more like a standard insert picture. I'm going to go to edit at the bottom and I'm going to tap on remove background, and Adobe is going to work its absolute magic and remove that background. It still blows my mind.
Magic hand.
It's so good. Like, I know, look how bright your hand is.
It's the magic.
I know,
I just
right?
removed the background for you.
I'm going to go to enhance. And I'm just going to turn the brightness down a wee bit. I actually think that looks pretty good.
Yeah, that does look great.
And I'm going to make it smaller. I am going to tap out and zoom in because this is impossible. Look at the size of this polar bear. It's huge. I feel like it should be I'm going to put it standing on my title.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. And
that works well.
While we were talking there, I was like, oh, I'm going to check shapes. I'm going to see, is there a water drop or something that I could add in, on my title?
Yes.
This is where my head goes. So not really. I'll go for this one. The black ones will be filled in a color. The white ones will just stay plain. So I'm going to tap on add one. We've got this big drop. I'm going to go to color. I'm going to just choose white because I was tempted. I don't think it's going to work. This is just, like I said, where my head goes. And I'm going to see, can I play around with the title and see, can I add something? Like, but that's awful.
I was trying to put it dropping off the R, off the foot of the R.
Oh, yeah.
Would it be like a tap?
Yep. Hold on, make it smaller.
I like that.
Ooh.
That works well.
That's not
I
bad.
like that a lot.
That's
Right,
not
show
bad.
us how to download, upload, share, that kind of thing, please.
Oh, once it's finished, yeah. So
Yeah.
once you're happy with it on the iPad, you can tap on this button, which is the arrow going down. That's just going to save the image straight into your camera roll. So I'm going to tap on that, and that's just going to save it. We don't get any options or any pop-ups. If I want to send it, which is what we want you guys to do, we're going to choose the one with the arrow pointed up. And look, there's the little banner is scrolling across the screen where we want
Share
to
your
send
work
it.
with us so we can show it off.
Yeah. So I'm going to do arrow up or arrow out. So I'm going to tap the top right. And then in here, I can go to save image again, or I can go to copy link, which
That's
is what
the
we
one.
want.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tap on copy link. It's going to prepare my project. And then I am going to magically see it's copied. So then I'm going to go to my Safari down here. Oh, look, it's like I've prepared. When you go to the link at the bottom, then I'm going to put in Ruth. My skill is polar bear primary. And I'm going to paste in the link that is copied, which should hopefully work. And then I'm going to hit submit. And then that's how
it's already here.
It's here. And
That's already here.
That's how you share on the iPad. Super simple.
Amazing. Thank you so much. So look, it's already here from Polar Bear Primary, which is great. Oh,
representing.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. Water Facts by Ruth Davidson. There it is.
Yeah, my
so
little
do
polar
share
bear.
your work with us. That's great. And if you're on a Chromebook desktop laptop thing, then you can go to download, choose a PNG, or if you want to print it out, choose a PDF. Then you can start download, and it will download with the file name that was in your project title. You see Water Facts there, and it's asking me where do I want to save it. Yeah, that's fine. And then it will download to my computer. Yep. And then if you want to share it, to share your work with us at that link that you can see down the bottom, then you press share, publish, and then you can just create a link. Or you can share it Microsoft Teams, Google Classroom, or create a link. And it will do its thing. There we go. And it always pauses right at the end. Always does it. It never goes all the way through.
With your computer, it's always that. It keeps you in suspense. Yeah. There it is.
And there you go. And then again, I can put this just into a browser, or I can go to, you see there it is, or I can go to bit.ly/share express. And then I'm going to put mine in as well. There we go. You don't have to put your name in if you don't want. You don't have to put your school in if you don't want. Polar Primary, and then link. There we go. Submit. And hey presto, it's through. Mine's there, Ruth is there, and we hope yours is going to be there too. So we can do some shout outs. So let us quickly put some music on, and we'll give you about 5 minutes just to tidy things up and get your share links so that you can share them with us, and then we'll move on to challenge 2. Okay, where are we?
What tunes are you putting on today?
Same one. Oh, maybe we'll do Jade. Try this one. Spin this one.
Yeah, I know, right?
Right.
So I added a jumping orca, you know, like a killer whale. And it looks
Let's see.
Cool. Like,
oh my days, you did as well.
The remove background didn't like.
That's incredible.
Like when you see, I'll show you the original picture. It's so cool. So I just searched orca. And it was
you can mute us now, by the way, if you want to get on your work, you can mute us.
This is the first nerd night. That's fine. I chose the top left one, and then I was like, "That's so cool looking."
That is superb.
Yeah.
Let me have a go at that myself.
Yeah, it's fun.
Let me have a go at that myself. Right, I've got the control. Right. With the photos. Orca. Nice. Put that one in. I might flip it around actually, make it selected.
Nice.
And I suspect that Ruth changed the layer order, I think.
I did, correct. To put it
So
behind the text.
Yeah, she's not soft. She knows how to do it. What I'll do is I'll put it up there and then open up my layers down here.
Nice.
And make sure this is behind the text boxes. Yeah.
That looks really cool.
Yeah.
It's just how good it cut out.
Yeah, I know. It's amazing, isn't it?
Oh.
Maybe I'll put the filter on that one as well, the darker one. There we go. Just kind of make it subtle. Although, in fact, it's better that you can see it more. It's already quite dark. Happy with that.
Yeah,
Let me, if just while you're completing yours, let me see. Still waiting for work to come in. What I'll do is I'll show you, if you need to, how you can create all of these text boxes again. That might be some of the things that you find tricky. So grab a title, text, add your text, paste it in. Now I'm going to change the text immediately to, I'll do Babas New, because Ruth and I both like that one.
Love
Yeah, Babas New Pro, yeah. That's a bit more readable. Do I want that? No, I want Babas New. Okay, so that's good. Then I'm going to stretch it so it's all on one line. Put it at the top there. Align it to the side of Water Facts. Yeah, that'll do. And then now I'm going to grab my text for my first section. I'm going to add text again. It will put it in the same font as the last one. Massive. Don't want that. So what I'll do is change the font to, instead of Babas New, I'll do Babas New Pro. It looks pretty good because it isn't actually all capitalized. Semi-expanded regular. That'll do. And then bring it down so it's on 3 lines. This is a bit easier than the iPad. It must be said.
Yes, this is the only downside to the iPad is alignment, and
Of
it
text.
just takes it's not harder, it just takes longer.
Yeah, it's a bit more fiddly, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, so if I line that there, now what you could do here, rather than putting the shape on, although you could do that, well, let's do that now. Let's put the shape on. I'm going to choose like a greeny. That it's a suggested color. I don't have to think about it. It's in my suggested colors.
Yep.
And then let's make it into a squircle. You can make it into anything you like. It doesn't really matter. But the box is good, I think. And then I'm also going to reduce the opacity, which is the amount that you can see through it. So I'll put it down to about 40. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, so now that you've got your first title and your first box, very easy now to click off the screen and drag, holding down your mouse. So that's selected the title and the box. And then you just go to duplicate. And then let's pop it in there. Now, what you could do here actually is get this aligned.
Mm-hmm.
Right. There we go. Then, once it's aligned, select those two things again. Duplicate over on the right-hand side here. Then you go from 2 to 4.
Nice.
Very quickly. And then you pretty much be able to get that right. There you go. And then all it is about now is just copying text, selecting text, replacing text. There we go. So it just takes a bit of time, but it means you don't have to go through every single one, changing the font, changing the box. So let me do it for all of them. And then once it's done, I can go back and sort out the alignment. There we go. I mean, actually, it takes a bit of time, doesn't it, Ruth?
It does, yeah. I mean, you can do it quick, but I quite like taking time on things. Just trying different layouts, trying different things. I think it's worth it.
Okay. Right, we will move on in a couple of minutes. So don't forget, if you need more time, just pause.
We won't know.
We won't be offended. It won't make us sad.
We'll still talk about penguins and polar bears. So.
Right, I've changed all my text. So now, like Ruth said, just go and work on the alignment now. Okay, and also you can, make the boxes slightly bigger. If you think, do you know what, this text is quite small, then just have a play around. Yeah, there's all sorts of alignment issues going on here. Oh, yeah. So if you do get run into things like that, go to fill, or like we said, tap off and then pinch in, and then you can work on this alignment. So I think that top one is perfect. So I'll align that one. It's okay, and then I'll click that and align that, and then click that and align that one as well. There we go. There we go. And then you can go back to fit on screen. And what I did before was hover over them all, or select them all by clicking and dragging over them all, and then bring them down to the kind of space or place that you want them in.
Yep.
Okie dokie. Woo!
Oh, we got work.
Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. So let's turn the music off. Right. So there's loads of people here who have given us these really long links. You can see them here. Let me zoom in on my view here. You see these really, really, really long links here.
Yep.
That's because what you've done is you've gone to your browser and you've clicked this URL here. Nobody can see that URL apart from you. So the one you need to share with us is this one by clicking share, publish, and then click link. And when you get that link, that's the one to share with us, because the ones that are really long, like these ones, let me just zoom out a little bit. The ones that are really long, like this one and this one and this one and this one, if all of those kind of things, we can't see those, but we can see the others. So let's check them out. So we've got loads of those, but there's only a few that we can actually open. So let's open that one. Okay, let's open this one. Let's open this one. Let's open this one. Someone's got some animation going on. Nice. And then this one as well. Okay, what have we got here? Yeah.
Whoa.
Look at that.
So cool.
Brilliant.
I love the cartoon look. That's really good.
Yeah, it is great, isn't it? They've done a cracker there. Let's see what the animation's doing here. Nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Like the way the ice cube is right on top of the penguin's head. I thought it was a cap at first, and then I was like, oh no, it's an ice cube. Nice work.
Good job.
That's cool, isn't it?
That's really cool.
Very cool. I like the way they've used the shape there. They've gone in and clicked shapes. Yeah, look at that.
Nice
Remove
placement.
Background tool. Yeah.
Polar bear, yeah. The polar bear actually looks like it belongs there. That's really good.
Yeah, very cool. That's another good one. I like the background. They've used lots of different colors. I mean, actually, it's pretty readable. They've done quite well there. That's yours. Right.
Oh, right. I was like, that looks good. No, that's my work. Sorry.
Someone just said hi.
Hi.
Hi is their link. Hi. Hi to you too. Right. What we're going to do is we're going to move on. we are going to move on. Let's go and see what we've got on our challenge 2 here. Okay, challenge 2 is video editing. So that's where we're going to move to now. We're going to use the same words. Okay, so you're going to use these water facts again. Okay, but we're going to learn how to put them into a video. Ruth, would you like to get on and show us just how to start up? You'll need the Spark video app, won't you?
Yeah. So this is the only thing that's different with the iPad version. So we're going to exit. Before I do that, just very quickly, because I forgot to show it, if I hit back and I tap once here, I can go to rename. And that's where you rename on the iPad. I forgot to do it just before I exit. I didn't actually save that. Good job, Ruth.
Yeah.
So hit done. So I'm going to exit out, and you're going to need the Spark video app. Which is different here. So when you tap on it, you are going to have to sign in again sometimes not. I'm already signed in. When you go in here, you're going to see the inspiration. It looks exactly the same as the other app. So you've got like templates and inspirations on the bottom left, create in the middle, and then all of your own videos here. You can see I've been very good with my recycling facts.
Yeah.
But if I tap on the plus at the bottom, you're going to bring this up. So there's a couple of options. You can start with your own photographs if you have them already on. You can use a story template, which is cool. And if you want to look at that, you can look at that later. But today we're going to go to skip to editor. We're just going to get straight in to the editor, and that's us ready to go. The nerve center, I'll remove that. But yeah, so that's how you do it on the iPad, and we can start adding content in and stuff.
Cool. Okay, so on your Chromebook desktop laptop, you can just press the Adobe button in the top left here. Just come back to the home page here, like the dashboard. And here you can go to the plus and go down to video. Okay. So same with sort of the post, really. With the iPad, you would name it at the end. But with this one, you start at the beginning. So here we'll just say water facts. There we go. And I'm going to click next. Now, like Ruth said, you can use a template, but we've got our water facts here. We've got its 4 sections. We already know what we're doing. So let's go back here and just start from scratch. Okay. So while that's loading, what we're going to do is we're going to make a video out of these water facts. You might want to do 4 slides or 4 slides and a title slide. But generally, it's kind of 4 slides. So why don't we grab this first section of text just so that we've got it. And here, it's already opened up. So first thing I'm going to do is go for title and text. I think all your layouts are on the right-hand side even here. So go to title and text. So here I can just put in water facts. Okay. And then I'll put by Dom Trainer. Okay. Now, you can see there's a plus in the top left. We don't want to keep it, boring and white here. So we're going to press the plus. I'm going to go to photo. And then here we'll go to, let's put in water. Oh, maybe, water. Let's see what we get. So there's all sorts of things here. Now you could go to water splash. See what you get. I'm looking for like something a bit more dynamic. Waterfall. I should spell it right. It even gave me results. There we go. So, you can go through and, that's a good one. I like that one. That's
looks
good.
Like you. It looks like you're standing there.
Yeah, it does.
Your name's like right over the person.
Yeah, I like that. And you can mess around with this. So you will have the ability to, we're just waiting for that photo. There we go. Move the text up if you want. And then you could also click on the image. And in the top right, let me just show you that again. Click on the image. Top right little pencil button comes up. Click that. And you can zoom in if you like. And then, you could put it perfectly in the middle if you wanted to. Or a little bit like that. I quite like that, actually. I think that looks great. And then down here's your voiceover button, which is the main thing we're going to be focusing on today. So click and hold, say what you need to say. Water Facts by Dom Trainer. There we go. And I've got my headphones in, so you won't be able to hear this. But The annoying sound of my own voice is in my headphones right now.
Oh, is it? Can you hear it?
Yeah. And then also I know that there's some music on there as well. I can hear the music. So you can go through and choose whatever music you like. You can preview it by pressing the little play button as you hover over. Maybe I'll go for the Trek Further one. You can demo it.
That was me.
Yeah.
Sorry, apparently my music works. Whoops.
And if you like it, then you just select the text and then it gives you a little tick. So that music is in there. So that is how you get started. Ruth, get us started, please.
No problem. So on the iPad, if I want to have my name on it, I'm going to have to go to layout at the top, the same way that Dom did. And I'm going to do title and text. And I'm going to tap on the main plus, which is going to add in my title. So I'm going to do waterfacts. Ooh, I like that.
Nice.
Font. And then I'm going to put my name in. And I'm going to hit done. I might make my text a wee bit smaller. So I'm going to hit done. And then I'm going to hit the plus in the top left. And I'm going to go to photo and find free photos. That's going to open up our little Adobe one. I'm actually going to type ocean.
Oh, good idea.
Just to get, ooh, that's a cool one.
Very nice.
Underneath the water. Ooh, or yeah, actually, I kind of prefer that one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That looks good. And I'm going to hit done. And again, what I can do is I can tap on it. I don't need to hit the little, there's no buttons near the top of ours on the iPads. If I just move it around, I can reposition the photograph. I quite like it like that. So yeah. I'm pretty chuffed with that so far. I've got my title in, I've got my subtitle, which is my name, and my photograph, and now I'm just going to record. So on the iPads, you'll see there's a big red button. I just have to tap and hold. Tap like so. This is where I can't speak. That's really good before I record. You want to hold it the length of time that you're recording, and then as soon as you let go, it stops recording. I think you can correct me there, Don. That's pretty much how it goes. So I can be like, Water Facts by Ruth Davidson. So
that's a good showbiz voice.
Yeah, I know. Thanks. And then it should, mine might work. I don't know. You did hear the music when I was messing around with it. Water Facts by Ruth Davidson. Yeah, it's working. And I don't like that music in the slightest. So I'm going to tap on music and I'm going to go through and I'm going to try and find, I'm going to go relaxed. Let's do, nope. Don't like that. So anyway, you can play around with it. The problem is that you guys are going to hear all the music. I could literally, hold on, I need to hit done. I could do this forever. Like the rest of this would be, I am terrible with music. I'm going to uplift myself. So I'm going to choose
There you go. Yeah. So just show us how to put another slide in and then I'll take it back because it's really similar on both, isn't it? How do you put another slide in on yours?
So if I want another slide at the very bottom right, I can hit that plus button. And I can tap on that and it's going to add in a new slide. And then I can go to layout and I can choose whatever layout I kind of want it to be. I'm going to do a split screen. Were you going to do that?
Oh, yeah, I'll do that now. Okay.
I'm going to choose split screen.
Nice. So like Ruth did, I mean, on the iPad and the desktop, it is really similar. So I can add a new one just by clicking on my timeline here. You can see it. Plus. And then you go to layout and Ruth's going to do a split screen. So I'm going to do one too, because I don't want to outdo me as usual. Yep. Now you will remember that I did copy my first section of text here, and I'm going to show you a little technique that I use. I'm going to put all of my text in here. Okay. Nice. The reason why I'm going to do that is because now I'm going to read my voiceover and then get rid of it. Okay. So here we go. A whopping 96.5% of water on Earth is in our oceans, covering 71% of the surface of our planet. And at any given time, about 0.001% is floating above us in the atmosphere. Do you know what? I've changed my mind. I've changed my mind entirely.
Yeah.
Because it's just so much text.
That is a lot of text.
What I'm going to do is, I'm going to do something different. I'm just going to read the first sentence and let people in my video read the text.
Good idea.
You ready?
Yep.
Almost all Earth's water is in the oceans. Now, I went deliberately slow there because I wanted to make sure that people had time to read my text.
Good idea.
There we go. Okay, so when I click off that, it'll resize it. There we go, nice and aligned. And on the right-hand side, I will choose, do you know what? 0.001% is floating above us in the atmosphere. I'm going to put some clouds in there.
Nice.
Even though they're only 0.001%, I feel like they should be represented. So I am gonna put it in there. You may be a small percentage, but you are a beautiful looking one. Right. Yeah, and now you can flip this around by clicking the double arrow in the middle, and it will flip it over. I actually preferred it at the start, so that's good. I'm going to do another one quickly. Okay, most fresh water is in ice. Okay, so again, what I'm going to do here is I'll paste in my text. I've just got full screen layout. I'm not bothered for now because I'm going to work on it. This one is a slightly shorter piece of voiceover. What I might do here is actually delete the title bit because I'm going to explain it. And then also you don't have to put all of the text on your voiceover. So again, I might not do that bit. I might just read the first bit. There we go. Just 3.5% of Earth's water is fresh. You can find Earth's fresh water in our lakes, rivers, and streams. 68% of Earth's fresh water is locked up in ice and glaciers. So you don't actually have to say all the text. And I'm just going to delete that. And I'm going to put something like, maybe I'll go to iceberg again. There we go. I'll put that one in. I've completely forgotten what this is about. So let me go back here. Lakes, rivers, and streams. There we go. So maybe what I'll do is, and you can only do this when you're in full screen layout. It's the only layout where you can have a picture and then put an icon on the top. And here I might search for river.
And that's only in full screen, did you say? Yeah.
Yeah, only in full screen can you have an image and an icon. So you can choose one. Yeah, that's cool. Like that. I think it's good. So there we go. So I've started off with a title and text layout. Then I've moved on to a split screen layout, always making sure that I put my voiceover in. Then I've gone to a full screen with an icon. That's the only one where you can have an image and an icon on top of it. And then let's go to a lot can live in one drop of water. So here, maybe what I'll do is, maybe I'll go split screen again. Put all my text in. And then what I can do is, I'm just going to read out that bit that I've highlighted there. A lot can live in one drop of water. Oh, yes, a lot. There you go. So you can have a little bit of a freestyle with it. And then here, I might go water drop. Oh, what is going on there? Water drop. Okay. Some pretty special pictures of water here. There we go. So they cover fish eggs, baby crabs, plankton, or even small worms. That is outrageous. Now, one of the things you may have noticed is that when Miss Davidson was doing hers, that hers looked different to mine. Why is that, Ruth?
Because of the magic of themes.
Right. Show us all about themes, please.
Yes. So I have added in my split screen, and you'll notice that mine actually looks different than last time because I already changed my theme. So on the top right, both on the iPad and on the browser version, you're going to see theme. If you tap on that, you can go through and you can just tap on the different types of themes and see what they're going to do. They're going to change your colors. They're going to change your font. And they're going to change sometimes even just the way that it does the split screen. Looks a wee bit different. I think your transitions are a bit different as well.
She's not wrong. She's not wrong.
I think, I'm just double checking. And yeah, so you can go through and you can kind of see which ones you want. I'm noticing that whenever you tap on it, there's a little pencil tool in the top right. So I tapped that on, I think it was the Elevate theme I had chosen there. And I can actually go in and change my colored text, which I did not know you could do. So I only just learned that, which is really nice. So I can have a different color. So because this is water, I'm going to choose that sort of bluey color. It's not quite like a solid royal blue, but it's more like a sea blue. And I'm going to hit done. Just because I like to throw loads of things at you, that's why. But yeah, so that's why mine looks a wee bit different. I did record Dom reading on the computer, but I accidentally deleted it, and I was very annoyed because I was going to surprise you with your own voice.
Sneaky.
I don't know if it's still there. No, it's not. That's fine. So then I would go in. I know, right? I would go in and do almost all Earth's water is in the ocean. Okay. Did you know almost all of the Earth's water is in the ocean?
I didn't.
Yeah, I know, right? So then you can hear it. Did you know almost all of the Earth's water is in the ocean?
I tried to get in at the end. I tried to get in and I missed it.
I wasn't quick enough. I didn't lift my hand off quick enough. Now, obviously, if you're in the classroom, you're not going to get as crisp and clean recordings as this because everybody's talking. But that's totally normal. I'm fine. It's just really, as long as
I've got a little tip for that.
Oh, go for it.
If you've got a jacket, I haven't got a jacket. I've got my baby's blanket. But if you've got a jacket, stick it over your head. And then suddenly you've got your very own home studio.
Amazing.
Honestly, it works. I was absolutely amazed by how well it worked. It does
well,
work.
then that's perfect. Especially in so you could just grab your school jumper and put it over your head or your school blazer or something, and you're creating your own little home studio in your classroom, which is cool.
Yeah,
and then the last thing I was just doing was playing around with the icons because I did not know you could do that again. So I am learning things. So I thought I would put in some ice over that. But yes,
very cool.
So that's where I am at the minute.
Okay, right. I'm going to put in, I've done my third fact. I'm going to put in my fourth fact, right? So I'm going to grab that. I'm going to go to layout. So I've changed my theme to make it more snazzy like Ruth's. And then I'm going to go to the caption layouts. I do like the caption layouts a lot, actually. Now, this fact, what is it all about? Bodies are mostly made of water. Okay. So what am I going to do here? I am going to read out just this section here. This is going to be a long one, but that's okay. And then I'm just going to leave the text here as a caption, because when you use caption, it's good to have a very short piece of text. Okay, let me just read it. A newborn baby is 78% water. Adults are 55 to 60% water. It's a big part of the blood that brings nutrients to all our cells. It helps us regulate our body temperature, and it also acts as a shock absorber for our brain and spinal cord. Now, if you make a mistake, you can just record it again.
Yep.
You can't just do that. But in the interest of time, what I'm going to do is just delete all of that. People can listen to my voice. I'll put our bodies are mostly water. And then if I put a background in here, I go to photo, maybe I'll do like water baby. See what I get. What have we got here? Yeah.
I love
this is a great one. Yeah, I like that. And then if I click there on the text, let me just click off and then click back on. Come on, there we go. Then I'll make that smaller. Okay. And then I can put it up there. And then I could also click on the image, go to the pencil tool, and then bring it right up and then put that right in the middle. There we go. So there are little things that you can do. And the time is now time to show how to share and things like that. So if you want to download it, you can. I think in the interest of this session, I would just share it for now. Download it once the session's finished. But you can just download it. It said preparing for download, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to close that. Now it is carrying on, and I'm going to press the X there to get rid of it, because when you're downloading it, you can't share it. and I want to be able to share it. So stop downloading. Yes, stop. Now I'm going to click share, because what I want is I want the link. And don't forget, you can't give us the link in the browser. That's not going to work. No. You're going to press share and publish, and you're going to press create link. Now what you'll see is the little blue progress bar. And if you're on an iPad, Chromebook desktop, Chromebook desktop, Chromebook desktop laptop, then you will get an almost ready link, and you can copy that. It won't be available yet. In fact, let me show you. My link isn't ready yet. It's saying, hey, we're preparing your video. But it is working extremely hard in the background to produce that link. Ruth, can you show us how to do that on the iPad, please?
No problem. So once you are ready to go and you've put all of your details in, on the iPad, it's the exact same as Adobe Express. We're going to go to that little box with the arrow pointing out. That means share, or, it says share. So if I tap on share, I can go to save to camera roll. That's going to save it for me. But if I want to share it out to someone else, like now, where we want to share it, I'm going to click on or tap on copy link to clipboard. When I do that, it's going to come up with this pop-up. And this is where the iPads can now save or rename your title. So I'm going to do water facts. I don't really have a subtitle, to be honest. I might just do NI. I might just do Science Week as my subtitle, so I know that it's for that project. And I'm going to hit done because it's already got my name in it. And then I'm going to click on copy link to clipboard. It's going to just load, depending on how big your video is and how many photographs and videos and images. This could take a wee bit longer. But it's usually not too bad. It's usually the internet as well. Yep.
Sometimes yours is quicker than mine for sure. But that is how you upload your work, and then please do put it in the spinny seat. I can't. Every time I put my hand here, it looks like I'm being bathed in gold.
I know, and it makes everything else really dark too.
So yeah, do share it with us. And let me show you now. Then let me just take Ruth's screen off.
Go for it. I'm just sharing it.
Yeah, and we have got loads. What I'll do is I'll put some music on. I'll go back to feeding the ducks. You've got about 5 minutes now to working on yours, and I'm going to show you some work that people have sent in already. Ooh, that one didn't work. Oh well, let me modify it. That's because no, someone needs to reshare their work. I think they tried to put that one in manually.
Are these all posts from earlier? Cool.
Yeah, they are posts from earlier. Let's show some work while we can.
That is a lot of work. That's great.
There is a lot of work.
Wow.
There's absolutely loads. Let's just pick them up random now.
You guys have been hard at work. This is great.
Yeah. These are completely at random. So if yours hasn't been chosen to be seen, it's not because it's not any good. It's because there's hundreds. We can't do them all. And I'm so sorry about that. But that's just how it is. So I'm going to try and get ones, make sure that, different schools are represented. Polar Bear Primary. Someone's nicked our idea. How dare they? How very dare they? Oh, that is yours, actually.
All right, that's why. It must have resubmitted. Okay.
You did actually. I realized.
Oh, I hit refresh, didn't I? That's right.
Yeah. So this person who sent their video in, you have to wait until you got your published link. You have to wait until you got your video. But iPad Queen College, is that you?
Yeah, I did that.
Right.
I need to put Ruth in the title. That's my fault. Sorry.
Nice, dreamy. Very dreamy.
Oh, I like the layout, the way that they've balanced the titles on the right, but the text is on the left, and the wee polar bear family. Very good.
That is good, isn't it?
Really good, yeah.
That's the iPad Queen.
That's mine.
Yeah,
Sorry.
look at this. They've used a photo, put loads of
Look at the animals.
background. Yeah.
So
Good
good.
work. Maybe try and make this text a bit more readable. That would be good.
Mhm.
That's good. Cool. Like it. 10 things you should know. Very cool. I like that.
Woo.
Is that a walrus?
Oh,
No,
a walrus. That makes way more
Is
sense.
it a walrus?
Yeah. Walrus are the big massive.
Or is it a seal? Was it a manatee?
No.
I have no idea.
Oh, I don't know.
I like the font choices. I think they could be they need to work on these boxes. But the way they've done Fiona Duncan, the way they've done the name down there is quality.
That looks really good. And your bear really fits in
Yeah.
the background. It's really good.
Good use of boxes to make that readable.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe change the text font to a whiter
I think
one there.
white would work well there, yeah.
But I like the way they got the penguin
Yeah.
just at the top there. That works
Just a
well.
few. Oh yeah, up on the top of the the iceberg. It's cool.
That's great.
Great
That's
photograph.
good.
Really easy to read. That looks
Simple.
really eye-catching too. Good job.
Yeah, good. I like the way they've got this polar bear. They're kind of doing a wheelie at the back here.
I didn't even see
Good.
that one. That's so cool.
Nice. I like that.
Good use of is that 2 photographs?
No, I've seen that stock one before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh,
very
nice layout.
Nice layout.
I'm into that layout. That's good.
Yep.
Good. Maybe you could do the remove background tool on this photo here, but quite stylish actually.
Yep.
Oh, someone's been busy.
Someone has done excellent there.
I mean, I don't think I could do better than that myself, really.
No.
Oh, nice.
Nice use of circles. I like the circle. Ooh. Oh, it's animated. Cool.
Yeah. Do you know what? I just stopped it there. I think that as a still is.
Yeah, that looks
the
really
best one.
good. I like the colors.
Nice. Okay. I mean, the text font isn't the most readable, but you have been very digital leadery and really tried to do something brand new, which I like. Yeah, nice. This is great.
Yeah, that's brilliant looking.
Yeah, really good. Yeah, nice and simple. I like it. Oh, nice. It's got a 1980s 18 vibe.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of those motivational posters, you know?
Yeah.
And they've got the wee water facts, it's really good. I like it.
Yeah, that's nice. I like the way you've used your remove background tool there to make them look like they're standing on the edge of something, which is cool.
Yeah, it does. It's good placement.
And there we go. Very nice. Good remove background use. That's an excellent one there.
Yeah,
that just looks perfect.
That looks like it's actually in the photograph. Good job.
Yeah.
Good.
All right, and we've got a video in. We've got a couple of videos. There we go. Alia Jones. Look at this. Yeah, very nice.
And you've probably recorded your voice, but
yeah. Ta. Great. I love that. Good work. Another one here. Hello, Dom. Someone says. Well, I can't open Hello, Dom, can I?
Yeah.
We're still preparing yours. Don't worry. We've got a post here. Wonder if we can get this one open. Nothing vegan. Yeah. Good.
Ooh.
Great. That's perfect because it's Science Week, so you can do it on anything you like. That is really good use of icons as well.
Yeah, I was going to say the icon's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic work. Right. I'm going to pause it there. I'm going to remove that. Well, there we go. British Science Week, all done and dusted. Thank you very much.
Good job. I thought you were applauding. I was about to clap.
Well, I've done and dusted, really. But, I can do that as well. What do we need to say just before we go?
Don't forget about swag.
Exactly.
For swag.
I'm going to send out an email to your teachers so that you can get your swag if you completed your challenges. And if you're going to teach it in other classes or to other teachers, you can claim VIP swag. And that will be winging its way to your school as soon as your teacher has filled out the swag form. And it's all completely free. All we ask for is a little thank you.
That's it.
We don't even ask for that, to be honest. So
No.
we don't even ask for that.
Nice.
It is nice, but hey, what's nicer is an expression of creativity, and that's what we've done today.
Ooh.
Ruth,
yes.
Say thank you very much to everyone for coming.
Guys, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. It was really lovely. Thank you for sharing your work too. And we love looking at it. So it's nice to see that people take what we're doing.
Yeah. And what is your final thought of the day just before we sign off?
Just be yourselves, be creative, put your work in the world. It's the best thing.
Ruth did not put any time in on that last one.
I did not, no. Like, I even sighed as I was saying it, but I really mean it. I really mean it. I mean, like, just keep making things, keep trying things.
Keep expressing. That's what we're all about. Thank you very much, Ruth. I really appreciate it. And we will see you next time. Sign up for your next session and keep it creative. Take care.